Hi.
Hello.
I'm with Dylan.
I'm with Britt.
Really?
Maybe.
When did that happen? I packed up all my video stuff and I'm only using my tripod and my camera. I'm not using my microphone or my boom stand.
Which you attempts to
This
break.
is really heavy because it occurred to me, see, Dylan thinks I'm all professional and stuff. This is what I connect my microphone to.
Okay.
And my the clamps that came with my microphone do not fit on this nicely, and so it's all ghetto-y and taped with packing tape. And I just realized I forgot to bring packing tape, so I can't even use this. So this is worthless to me today.
Goodbye, packing tape.
Stupid. We're at Youmacon, and we're press at Youmacon, which is awesome because
It's not upside down.
we get to skip lines at everything. Like the platinum people were starting to go in to opening ceremonies, and I'm like, let's go. And we got to go in with them. We'd have to wait in line and sit in the way back or way side. It was a lot of fun,
awesome.
And people have been noticing they're impressed, and it's cool. And
the actual like guests at the con.
Yeah, we had
DC
Douglas. He
awesome.
He had a panel right after our panel.
Yes, I got in the panel.
And he came up to us and just kind of introduced himself and said, now we're going to interview him tomorrow. Yeah, he asked us how our panel went, and it was really cool because Sunny Straight, I think, came on after a panel that I had with a friend of mine a couple of years ago here. And I'm not saying anything bad about Sunny Straight. He's a great guy. I have nothing against him. But it was like, oh, hey, and I made like a joke, and he made a joke and moved on. But this guy actually took it upon himself to be like, so how was your panel?
Yeah,
it was great,
nice.
And then he introduced himself, and it was really kind of cool, and I really enjoyed that. We had a nice little conversation. I wish we could have stayed for his panel, but we were hungry, and we left. Then we played Death Note Mafia!
That was amazing.
Yes, last year I was so mad, because I had never been a special character before. I was finally L, and then we had to stop, because they kicked us out of the Kobo.
Yeah, because Kobo closes. We talked about this last year.
Yeah.
But the Kobo closes at a certain time, midnight. And it locks, and you're stuck there if you're in there.
Right. If you want to see that video, I'll post a link to that below. It's on my Life in Snippets channel now, because it used to be Seven Otaku's video. Seven Otaku's deleted all the old videos because they wanted to just be like, this is our channel.
This Death Note Mafia was awesome.
Yes, and this time I got to be Mellow twice, and I was L once. And technically I was also Watari once, but then...
no, you were...
I was Watari.
Oh, yeah, you were L
I was
too.
I was L, yeah, but I was Watari once. But what ended up happening was the moderator didn't see somebody like raise her head and open her eyes, so they decided to reshuffle the deck.
Oh, yeah, that's
reshuffle the deck.
Yeah.
And so I was Watari. But then I got to be Mellow after that, which is really difficult to be. But yeah, Death Note Mafia is so much fun. If you guys have played regular Mafia, it's basically the same thing, just with Death Note characters. And a few other special things, because there are other characters that can make special things.
Yeah, I was Mikami like 3 times. Well, twice for sure. I know I was on the Kira side once when that girl, she didn't open her eyes. And it was only 2 Kiras at the time, and so the guy was like, okay, where's the 3rd Kira? I guess she didn't see you. She didn't understand the rules, I guess, right?
Something
she was
like
new. Well, that's the thing. There was like a mix of old players and new players, so they're still learning. And that was fine, but it was fun.
Yeah.
I was actually pretty good. And I'm not usually... I'm quiet a lot of the time.
And he got accused a lot because of it. And I got accused a couple of times because I'm not. That's the thing, is I use real strategy. And one time I actually had to reveal myself as Mellow to save my own butt because I was accused and I didn't know how to not get myself out of it. And so I was like, okay, I know I can't be saved because Jealous, who's basically the angel or the nurse or however you play it, whatever term you use in real Mafia, I'm like, I know Jealous is gone, but I am Mellow. I don't care if I go out. I can have one more shot at this to get rid of Akira. But I am Mellow, so do not take me out now. I have one more chance. And everybody believed me, which is good because it was true.
But we still won.
They still won because I took out the wrong person.
And I was Mikami at that point.
And I was totally going to take him out. And I'm not even saying that like, well, that was my second guess. I was actually going to take him out.
Yeah.
But the issue was that I kind of figured it out really early in the game.
I know.
And I was like, oh, but I do not want to take Dylan out this early. And I should have just gone with my gut. So I'm like, but I'm not sure if he just was situating. Because I kind of heard him moving.
Right.
Because he was sitting right next to me. And so I was like, but I don't want to take him out and then have him not be Kira. So I'm like, oh, fine. I'm not going to go with him. I'm going to go with somebody else. And
right.
That was a really difficult one. Like, I sat there for, like, probably felt like an hour. But I sat there for probably a good 3-4 seconds just going, Dylan or the other guy. Dylan or the other guy. And I chose the wrong guy.
And I made a mistake, like, kind of like that, too. Well, not the same mistake. But I was Watsuri. She was L.
Yeah.
We were sitting right next to each other. And in the game, they, like, ask, okay, Kira's who we're going to kill.
Watsuri can look for L,
right.
And L can look for Kira.
Right. So, at the very beginning of the game, the first thing they asked me, because it's like, everyone's heads down. Watsuri, look up. So I look up. Who do you think is L? The guy asked me. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know anything. This is the first round, Brit. And apparently he went yes. I did not see him go yes. Alright. My brain. So the next round, he's like, okay, Watsuri, who do you think is L? That guy. And he's like... So I didn't catch that
See,
at all.
and that's why when I run games of Mafia, I will actually nod or shake. Because you don't make noise doing that unless you're wearing, like, jewelry places.
Which, why would they... Was he supposed to ask that again?
What?
Who do you think is L?
Well, yeah, because then that means that Watsuri found L.
Oh, right, okay.
So you were just supposed to play along. You
got it.
technically wouldn't even have to really open your eyes again.
If I knew.
Right.
Because
he just had to play along with it. I think the Watsuri part, even though it's cool because I can back up L,
right.
At the same time, it's kind of silly to have in the pack, I think. I think that's kind of silly to have in the pack. I probably wouldn't choose, in a smaller group, I probably would choose to negate Watsuri for Nier. Because if you kill L, then Nier can take over, just like in the show. Whoa, spoiler!
Oh, when was that series made? 2007, 2008?
I'll still put up a spoiler tag for that.
Okay, well.
Oh, speaking of which, let's just ask you guys, what is the statute of limitation for spoilers? 10 years, 15 years, 100 years? Is it okay for me to spoil Death Note for all of you?
Yeah.
Light is Kira. Spoiler.
Spoiler. Oh my god.
Don't. I will HM1 you. I'll see you guys next time with the best friend tag.
Yay!